Hello and welcome back. Ideally I will be making a rhinoceros head by the end of this video. My name is Tsunami Lucas. If you didn't see part 1 and you want to see how we got this far, go ahead and check the archives, check the uploaded videos, and watch part 1. Other than that, we're going to do this all live. I don't edit my videos down at all. I like to convey, you know, the actual timing of projects and everything, and I feel like glass videos, you know, when you edit them down, you just really skip the process. So behold the beloved process. I'm gathering a mass. I'm going to use this mass as the first rhino horn. Oh, interesting. See, I'm glad I checked. I'm glad I checked my reference point, because I would have done, I want to do the smaller horn of the 2 rhino horns, so I guess I'm going to land it a little further back, a little closer to between the eyeballs for this one. Kind of looks like a unicorn right now. I like the taper, I like the thickness, but the length is a little long for the back horn in my opinion, so I'm just going to tear a little bit off. Ideally, I'll still be able to use all of this glass mass in my next gather. Very much looks like a unicorn at this point. Very much so. So I'm going to gather up a nice, another new gather. I almost want to do a double gather landing where I feel like if I do a nice little paddle waffle, little paddle post, something to make it look like the growth rings of the horn. The horns don't just like come out of nowhere, they kind of like grow out of the beast. So I'm going to try and articulate a small mass on this real quick. And I prefer it to be much larger. Much larger mass. I just got a little nervous as I dipped it down on there. Just articulate a nice little bubble. boil my color. I was right there, borderline boiled it. So I'm gonna move back in the flame a little bit. Just trying to keep my whole project warm too. Just trying to keep that whole project warm. I don't want to stretch this too quickly. I actually want it to like fall down on itself almost. I want the mass and the taper of this horn, I want to be true, let's say. So I just want to give it a little bit of love, a little bit of extra love. I don't actually want to stretch this horn out too far at all. As far as the mass goes, I just want it to become what it needs to be and wants to be. I'm going to clean this little nib up because I've been tearing a lot of color off onto it. So just going to clean this little bubble up. Grab it and tear it off, toss it in the water. My last rhino, I forgot the ears. And I gave it kind of big eyes for a rhino. Just adding some layers of texture, some folds of skin. Kind of like that area to define the eye socket. Yeah, like rhinos have very heavy eyelids and like very thick eyelids, so I'm going to do a couple extra layers. I'm going to do an under layer as well. so far. I'm just layering on additional lines of color to help define and create that eyelid, a very heavy eyelid of the rhino. This definitely looks more like a demon horse, but what can I say? I love glass blowing. I'm going to change my body position a little bit, get myself another fresh stick of ether. My horn is shaped off that last little heat. I'm going to line that back up. Hello. So how are you doing?
Blowing glass, what you doing?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Thank you kindly.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been blowing glass for 14 years.
You just about heat process, getting it nice and hot.
Getting it, yeah, controlling that heat. Learning how to really control the heat that you're using. Yeah.
Wow. That's so cool.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just let me feel free if you want to check any out or just. What does it look like? A what?
Rhino?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm working on.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Good.
So you have to be pretty artistic in order to do something like this, don't you?
Well, I've been at it for 14 years, and I've really like something like this. Like this is my first time, or my first attempt at the rhino head is right there. I have an elephant head on the top shelf over there. So these are all relatively new. And see how that's actually also a fish. So
you
that
do these little elephants too?
Yeah.
You do everything in the shop?
90% of it.
Wow. Did you see this necklace carry with the octopus?
Oh, and that whole shelf isn't my work, but I'm so happy to have Eli Mazet in the shop. Yeah, he's an absolutely amazing artist.
Awesome. Well, you need two people to really.
Oh, yeah, I have there is a handful of artists in here, but only about 5 currently. I'd like to get more in, but all things in good time. I just finished a remodel job in this shop, so
How long have you been here? Because I don't think you were here. We were here a year and a half ago.
Yep, I got a third of this shop August 20th. The third year standing in.
Okay.
And there was a wall right about where you are.
Okay.
And I turned that wall, created a little office storage room back here, and opened the 3 shops up together. So Pacific Glassworks sold their portion of what was left, because I rented a third of the shop from them. So by November 1st, that was August 20th when I came in, and then by November 1st I expanded into all 3 shops here.
Wow, that is.
So let me ask you a question. Did it start off like that?
Yes, yes.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So where do you
Like that and that.
classes to do this? Or like how?
Yeah,
I do want to learn. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah, no, I do offer classes. I do like a 1-hour class for $50. That's a
I'm
very
not from here, but next time I come up,
yeah. That's what I encourage. Because I do a 1-hour class and I do a 5-hour class for beginners. And so the 1-hour class is $50 and the 5-hour class is $200. But you can split it into multiple days.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so you can
Where
like.
do you do it next time I come up?
Yeah.
Because $50, we do the 200 and then you split it multiple days.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever, we come up here and I want to do this so bad.
Yeah.
What's the sand?
That's a blanket. It's called vermiculite,
Okay.
and it's actually like a fertilizer, or it's like a gardening tool. The vermiculite is, but it also takes heat really well, and so I can use it as like a blanket. But I also have an oven, so like I'll put this project in the oven when I'm done with it.
Started like that. I mean.
Yeah, like that
Okay,
and
so
like
let me
this.
ask you this. So it started, just listen straight to you.
Yep.
And you want to make a rhino, you want to make a rhino. How
Right.
did you start making? You just start with the
I-
head?
I-
mean, can you draw? Are you an artist?
I went to school. I did go to college. I have been forcing myself to be an artist since like I was like 15. I'm not very,
You have that genuine natural talent.
or no, I would consider it natural force to want to do what I want to do. Like,
I got you.
yeah, I'm not like
Because I
this.
would think you have to draw, like she said, be artistic to even start. I wouldn't even know how.
Oh.
You teach, you
There's,
probably
brain,
teach people
there's only one
basic.
part of the brain that does this, and if you,
Yeah.
you don't have it, you don't have it.
What I'm saying
I don't
is,
have it.
when you teach people though how to do it,
Yeah,
you teach them simple things.
absolutely, absolutely.
Like, what about like this little,
Right, like so here's my demo.
Fish?
Yeah, here's a student made rose and then my demo rose. So I made that in the class and then the student made that one.
Wow, that's really cool.
That student also made a variety of other.
What about this fish?
Yeah, that would be like a more advanced project, but there are hollow, like, because that's hollow, and so I start beginners on solid, and we could definitely make a solid little fish.
Yeah.
And like I'm confident that you would be taking little fish home
Oh, that would be so
from your
exciting.
class that you made. So
And then, my other question is, so I collect the bowls, the glass bowls. And what I really like the most is, like, after I use them a lot, the colors start to change.
right.
Is that, so when you start with, like, okay, that's just gonna be a one color there, but like,
Right.
when you see them, the bowls and stuff, and they're all swirled
Right,
in,
right.
Is that several of these that you melt together?
Correct.
Okay.
And if the base pipe that I started with is like clear,
Yeah.
chances are it's going to change colors. But if I start with like that teal tubing or the this dark blue tubing, so I have spoons over there that are made out of that dark
Okay,
blue
so it'll
tubing.
change colors even though it's one color then?
No, well, it depends. The dark blue one, for example, will change the least because the least amount of light transmits through that pipe.
Like this one, you got.
That's hyper color change, for example. Yeah.
But like on the pipes, how it swirls, you know what I'm talking about? At the
Yeah.
How did that happen?
That's from twisting, from coloring and twisting. Yeah.
So what's another thing?
This is color itself. So I'm debating on how to land the ear of this rhino. I'm still like feeling out the shaping of it, let's say.
So that's added color.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
And so
I
yeah.
might be high, but I'm telling you, this is awesome. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no doubt.
So cool. I'm always wondering.
And so I want to make it a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to try and shape this
So
little.
are you making a pipe?
No, this is just a sculpture. Yeah.
How much does that machine cost that you're using?
17, kind of on the low end. I think it's probably like 1850
Is
at.
that like infrared mostly, except for the very last part? It's just a big blowtorch.
It's basically a big blowtorch, all propane oxygen.
Okay. If you put your hand in front of it, it hurt,
Oh, a little bit.
right?
You can see my,
When you got a lot of back scars, yeah.
yeah, I hit my arm the other day.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That was just a little touch.
Yeah. Can you put your name?
Ben,
Oh, do you have a card out here?
yeah, right there, I believe. Oh, shoot, I
Don't
guess.
stop what you're doing, man.
Yeah, my
It's
last,
okay.
come back by, I'll
come
have
back,
more out
okay.
here.
All right, cool.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I know.
Alright, so I'm going to keep that all pretty real and raw. No editing down. Here's where we're at. I'm going to stop the video. Thank you. Tsunami Lucas Glass.